What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. Some major news before we hop into this. Your boy, guys, finally got the Discord server up and running. A lot of you guys have been asking about this, so go ahead, link in description, link in the comment section, whichever link works. I have no idea which one will, but yeah, guys, go ahead and join. Chats, investments, sealed deals, binary reveals, practically just a cozy place to talk about Pokemon cards and investing. Very, very big milestone. We're making it, boys. We're making this a for real community. So thank you all of you guys for that. And now let's hop into the video. I just had to get that out there because, you know, it's pretty massive news. In today's video, we'll be talking about the products you should be looking out for this month in the Pokemon investing world. There's a lot going on right now, especially with some sets such as Paldean Fates, Destined Rivals, as well as some other ones which we will hop into later. I'll show you guys that. If you do want to support your boy and you want to get exclusive content and shorts, go ahead and join the Ultra Ball Club down below. $4.99 a month. It is a membership. And that's sort of about it. So I'm not a financial advisor, so everything else I do say, guys, is totally opinion based. Now we could talk. So Destined Rivals has been out for officially around 2 weeks now. At least that's what it seems like. No, it is. Why did I say seems like? I don't know. And I've been analyzing the market for Destined Rivals, and honestly, it's been a very interesting place to invest right now. Most importantly is because when a new set comes out, and this is nothing new, in fact, a lot of you guys know this by now, especially even if you've been starting collecting during Prismatic Evolutions, then you got the hang of this. Whenever a set comes out, there's always a complete drop in price. This is my drawing board for some previous episodes, so I guess we'll start a new drawing right here. Practically what happens, and you guys know this is nothing new, just the overall volume just crashes the market, boom, 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 and we see prices drop dramatically. And then eventually, after around a month or so, we start to see prices pick back up. Destined Rivals has been having a little bit of an interesting struggle going on right now, with more particularly the ETB. It's been struggling to stay afloat. It's around recovery mark. If, for example, if you take a look at Prismatic Evolutions, which I will look up right here, and of course, it's very, you know, humble and just obvious to realize that Prismatic Evolutions, guys, was more of a hype set, obviously, and this is what, in my opinion, brought the Pokemon hype together. So that's a little bit of its own story. But as you guys can see, we've had a major dip, practically what happens, and then we start to see the recovery. We're sort of foreshadowing it, you know, if we look at when did the set come out? Hold on. I think it came out. Does it tell me right here? Of course. Why would it tell me, bro? January. I'm gonna say January frick. We'll say January 16th. Okay. I'm saying I don't know. I honestly forgot. Which is kind of sad. I'm sorry. But you know, just within a few days, a week or two, we start to see a recovery. We start to see an uptick back in the market with some of the products. Obviously, that could change detail to detail, and I just dropped something, and I have no idea where it just went. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Sorry, chat. Alright, we're back. Okay, hopefully I didn't break it. I didn't. Nice. So going back to this, if we look at, for example, the Destined Rivals ETB, it's sort of just been collapsing. I mean, this set came out May 29th, right? Something like that. Yeah, May 30th, whatever you want to call it. And it's nearly been around 20 days, guys. Maybe even a little bit longer than that, because isn't it May 31st? Too, you want to include, yeah. We could probably say maybe 20 days. I honestly have no idea when Destined Rivals came out, too. I know it's on like one of those days, so I could be off by a few days, you know, give or take, but we really haven't seen that uptick yet, which sort of we should expect now. Practically what I'm saying, guys, is that this is what Destined Rivals looks like, and we should have, just on basic market calculations, at around this point right here, we should have seen at least an uptick in the market. And I know there's always going to be dips, because that always happens, but we really haven't seen that pickup growth. So it's a little bit interesting, and I'm kind of curious to see what's happening to this set. Past month, guys, it's down 30%. Obvious, you know, we should know that because it's brand new. There's a lot of volume circulating in the market right now. But interesting to take a look at that. You know, as an investor, I always try to look at the science behind things, and what I mean by that is pretty clear. Practically meaning that, like, sets like prismatic evolutions are obviously way more in demand than Destined Rivals, obviously, right? Because data does not lie. And if we look at the numbers right here, the set has been out for a month, less than a month now. Prices are below $100 for ETB, while prismatic evolutions still is keeping the price above $100, which is kind of gnarly for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. How this set is still holding really strong. A big push factor though to support that piece of evidence is due to that prismatic does not have a booster box. So if you want the highest price to pack ratio, then obviously prismatic only has that one option of the ETB practically. So that's an interesting factor to look at that. If we look at the booster box of Destined Rivals, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this has been holding on really well. I was not expecting this, but literally down 4% for the entire month. We had a major dip. I had no idea what that was. That's kind of unhealthy. Probably a little bit of some market scheme, because that always happens. I'll show you guys exactly later what happened as well with Paldean Fates. But, you know, we have stuff like this with booster boxes right now. Destined Rivals still holding on pretty strong. Honestly, I don't know why it's holding on this strong. Because if we look at another set, for example, like Journey Together, that has just been seeing some massive number decrease right now in the booster box in particular. Let's see, if we go into the enhanced booster box, you know, past month, guys, okay, maybe past month isn't the greatest example, but past, you know, 3 months when this was like a $280 box, right now we're seeing it $200, and I do not know why it says that 0 have been sold. I hate when it's glitched out like that. Well, maybe because, yeah, actually I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, you know, some boxes going for 200, and it's been around 2 months for this, so that could support that piece. But Destined Rivals is what I'm saying is that it's keeping its strong point, whereas the ETPs are just collapsing, right? You guys can see that. So keep that in mind if you are looking to purchase some Destined now or later. I could tell you this straight from the bottom of my heart as an investor, as I went through the 2020 pandemic and I saw it collapse and regrow and whenever. I can tell you guys one thing is that when Pokemon reprints a set, in particularly when there's a lot of demand like we're going through right now, Pokemon will print that set to demand and usually exceed it. That is why people who got Evolving Skies during the end of the hype of 2020 were able to get it for $100, $200, and right now it's worth $2,000 because they waited it off. So obviously I gotta say this because, you know, it's the truth, right? Patience is always the #1 key if you really want to make the good buck. But obviously right now everyone has different investment plans. I would still hold off on the ETB. I would still hold off on the booster box because the set is still so new. So keep that in mind, guys. We still have I think another month before Black Bolt White Flare comes out, and then usually all the hype transitions to that set, and then we'll probably see Destined Rivals become a little bit cheaper because the set isn't just in that much of demand anymore. I'm not saying that the set will be like dead, but you know what I'm saying. It's just not going to be as hyped as it is right now. If you look at the booster bundle as well, this has also had a very hard time surviving the market right now, guys. Honestly, think about it. Destined Rival booster bundles on the third market are not even that bad of a price. I mean, what I mean by that bad of a price is if you go to Target right now, you are literally paying $30 for a booster bundle. And usually what happens with stuff like booster bundles and crap like that on the third market, you pay usually 2x to 3x MSRP. And right now it looks like you're paying $50, which is less than 2x, maybe 1.8x, guys, MSRP. I'm not saying that this is a great buying opportunity to hold for long term, because I do think these will become more cheaper as time goes on. However, I do think that we're finally seeing a shift in the market where stuff is starting to become more affordable. Even if you look at Journey Together, I think this is a great example, guys. If we look at Journey Together booster bundles, these things are literally $40 a pop, and that's pretty affordable. I mean, this one was $35 at one point, which is practically MSRP. I'm gonna call that. For what we're going through right now, paying an extra $5 for the newest set, guys, is very crazy. So happy about that. But Destined Rivals, keep that on your watch list this month, this year, whatever you want to call it. I always say this to you. it particularly to a lot of people who have a lot of questions regarding, hey, my local game store is selling a Team Rocket, or I'm sorry, a Destined Rivals booster box for $300. Should I go buy it? And whenever I get these comments, it's very an interesting response, because like, what's your end game goal? Do you want a quick flip? Do you want to sell it for long term, sell it for short term? It really all depends on the market. But what I could tell you guys to help all of you out, especially if you guys are looking at Destined Rivals right now, is look at how other sets are performing. If Journey Together, which is a great example of this, which is completely crashing. I'm not gonna say completely, but it's going not in too much in a good spot. If sets and products like this are collapsing as we speak, then maybe go ahead and wait. I mean, literally you have nothing else to lose. I can't preach this enough, guys. Destined Rivals ETBs will not skyrocket in price the next day to $100. They might go up a few, but they will most likely go down a lot more because there's just so much volume in the market. Pokemon will keep printing and keep printing and keep printing and keep going until the demand is met, and they will do that. And trust me, they have done that. Crown Zenith is a great example of that. So next up, guys, in the video, we talk about Paldean Fates, because right now I hate when this stuff happens because it's so artificial and it's so obvious. There's going through a massive buyout in terms of ETBs for this set are selling for $200+ right now. As you guys can see, 204, 200, 210, 200, and that's really absurd. This, guys, is a $50 Elite Trainer box, and in all honesty, this set is the definition of what I like to call like just absurd. What's this, bro? Just like, they're playing with the market, man. That's exactly what they're doing, and it's kind of pissing me off because like, you are literally playing with one of the worst sets right now. And hear me out when I say one of the worst sets. What I mean by that is, if we look at Shining Fates and Hidden Fates, guys, right, those sets, the main chase card was the Charizard EX, or the Charizard VMAX, whatever was it back in the day, and that's literally the only chase card. The Bubble Mew, I don't know, bro. It's a major absurd, as you guys could see, just a chaotic thing. And I don't know why this set is just so picked on, because literally people are trying to inflate it. I mean, it's happening, and it's happening right now, as you guys could see. That massive buyout that we had is, in my opinion, just kind of nuts. And I'm not saying that the set is horrible. I didn't mean it in that way. I meant it in the way of like, it's a copy and paste set from every other era. Does that make sense? It means like, we've had a Shining Fates, we've had a Hidden Fates, we've had, I believe if we go back again, we've had Shining Legends. It's just bringing back the Shining Pokemon into the new era, and it's a literal copy and paste stuff every single time. Usually every single set has that, but that's all I'm saying. I do think that Paldean Fates will probably be stagnant at this price, guys, and as an investor, if Pokemon does not reprint Paldean Fates, then I can only see this getting worse and worse. And I'm just going to say it right now, please do not buy this set, because there's no point in it. I think you can make way better options. If you're asking me to buy a Paldean Fates ETB or a Destined Rivals booster box, please go for the Destined Rivals booster box, because I'm telling you, a Paldean Fates ETB, guys, is nothing to go that crazy about, only due to the fact of the cards in this set, right? I mean, literally the first page, like, it's literally a chase card, 2 chase cards. The Bubble Mew is just a whole nother story. 2 chase cards, guys, and the next card is the Full Art Trainer. It's like, the Shining the Shining sets don't really have that desire with them, if that makes sense. So just keep that in mind with all of you. I believe I did pull the Charmander, actually, from a tin one day. I did do that. That was pretty sick. But yeah, just keep your money off this set right now, guys. It's on fire, and it's on fire for the bad reason. It's sort of as if someone literally just went to a house and just burned it on fire. And yeah, this is exactly Paldean Fates right now. And it's not looking too good. It's not. Not at all. So I would 100%. Damn, bro. I got no water on me, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, Paldean Fates right now is one of those sets that's just like, nah, don't buy it. But anyway, guys, that looks like it's a wrap it up for today's video. We're getting pretty close to the 15-minute mark. But yeah, if you guys do want to go ahead and join the Discord server, I would love that. And we're going to try to build a community here, guys. It's so cool how I literally just started this channel. And we're getting to this point now of monetization, community, Discord server. It's just like so cool. And I'm very excited because I will be very active in this Discord server. I will most likely be going over some questions for videos as well. So if you guys have anything like that, then go ahead, type them in, and I'll go over them in the next video. But yeah, very, very excited to do this. Spent literally all morning on this, so video ideas as well if you guys have anything. And also, let me know in the comment section or in the Discord server. I was thinking about actually starting a series of practically what I'd like to call the $1,000 investment, and I'll go over that. I think it'll actually be a really dope idea, and I'll see you guys in that. But yeah, go ahead and join the Discord, please, and thank you. Have a great day, my friends. Peace out.